Welcome back, everyone, to the Complete Pineleaf. Last time we had a little conversation with this piece of metal here, and to satisfy its need, we searched for a burning skull. What would be the aftermath of this little encounter?
What did you see?
Hmm. If is a spirit fell and cruel, of that there could be no mistake. Am I right in thinking that you have paid its price? I think so that's what I did.
What does Zagharog know that is of use to us?
As you have played Zakharog's price, and now he owes you information concerning the Gürzel. What does he know that is of use to us? Well, I suppose I'm about to find out. Oh boy.
See, here, no.
See, hear, or know the fate of the Stonemaiden, apparently. And here we are, Urudani Stonemaiden. Fortunately, this is a story, so we don't have to actually deal with her.
Urudani, Gorjul.
Urudani is a woman of Numenor, possessed of a cold beauty. The image that floats before you, your eyes, are hazy and indistinct. But even so, her beauty is tainted by the cruel expression she wears and the malice in her eyes. Urudani. Gurzu. I grow impatient with these constant delays, worm! How many more of your kind must I slay to motivate you? None, Mistress Stonemaiden. We work as hard as we can. Lord Sauron has granted me this boon, a fortress of my own in a place of my choosing. I have chosen the caverns of fire to house my citadel. The tremors are nothing compared to my displeasure. The mountain erupts again. Do they fear the shaking of the mountain, or do they fear Rudani Snow Maiden? I will remind them not to cross when the Lord Sauron's Gürzel. Lazy maggots! Wretched slothful worms! Why have you stopped? I want my citadel constructed! A horror comes! Oh, what's this? Borangos the Horror. Well, I suppose that's...
Orangos, Orangos, the horror.
In appearance, this creature seems similar to the Rimgu you have encountered, but its terrible majesty is of an order of magnitude greater than those of the others. Even in the hazy dreamscape conjured by Zakharag, the great Ragmul is a terrifying presence. Borongos. Borongos, the horror. I shall take this place for my own. No! You will die for your intrusion, interloper! Ah! Strissus is dead! Follow me, boys! You will serve me now.
Urudani, no more. Sauron wonders why, and sends his Nazgul.
Nazgul investigating. Well, you don't want them investigating, that's for sure. Servant of the Flame. Looks like he's changed a little bit. He's now of the Fire Orcs. The orc that appeared before you now is different from those that served the Urdani. But you have seen his kind before. He is one of the Khashai. What has Boragos done to the orcs of this place? I mean, other than turning them into Gashai? My master is the Lord of this keep. Come. Who claims to rule in Uradani's fortress? Apparently, Uradani dug too deep. Wait. There's a chest here? Well, this is the domain of Sauron. None rule here without his leave. Where is the Gurgil? Where is Urudani? Well, he is our Lord, giver of gifts, and ruler of all. He rewards those who swear fealty to him. You cannot take this fortress, but it might be given. I will speak with your lord. I would speak with him.
Sauron gained a new servant.
I feel a presence behind me. Oh, that's a presence, but still in the dreamscape. A burning apparition.
But the Stone Maiden returned, changed.
The woman is composed entirely of fire, a being of burning flames. She stares past you, sightlessly, and you hear the voice of Zarkarog in your mind. The image becomes faint. Zarkarog will soon release hold of you, and you must be content with what he has shown you. That was quite an incident.
What did he show to you?
I thought this expedition was supposed to answer our questions, not raise more of them. We have learned of the Gurgil only for another player to enter into the field. The situation in Gorgoroth grows more complex by the day. Still, we will unravel the tangled threads. That is what we do, is it not? I suppose so. I suppose so. Now that we've gained what information we could here, and that we have investigated Tlingris, it's time to get back to Mithrandir. It appears that Mithrandir and Iorzen were having another conversation.
Your adventures in Tlingris and Talat Urwi raise further questions.
Why would the Khashai pledge to support Ugrahor? What has become of Borangos following the defeat of Sauron? And to what end does Uradani walk the land once again, so changed? These questions must wait, though. I have heard worrisome tidings from Angarath, the bloody gore. Few have gone there, but those who have returned speak of a dangerous and growing threat. Ooh?
Some vile work is being conducted in Argonath.
And we must learn what work is being done and what it signifies for Gondor and Middle-earth. I find it curious that our well-informed Easterling has not spoken of Argonath to us. Does he keep the secrets of that land with the hope of blinding us to the threat that it poses? I don't like his silence on this matter. You must go to Argonath and learn what transpires within, but don't go alone. I believe you should bring Iorzen with you and find out what he knows about the bloody gore. Okay, I suppose we could do that. How would you like to make a trip to Argonath?
You have not sought my help in some time.
Yes, Pineleaf, I was beginning to think that you had fallen into a hole, or blundered into the fire lake, or forgotten your way back here. What is it you want? What? Agonite? Oh, I've come to a decision, my friend. Yes, I will be happy to accept your previous and very generous offer of a place in Gondor. Your forgiveness and acceptance of yours and the change will become a thing of legend, Pineleaf, and will be spoken of for centuries as an example for all. I will let the wagon driver know. Sadly, I will not be able to accompany you on to the Bloody Gore. Perhaps another time. Right. I have finally arrived in Argonite, and it looks like I have found a couple of Gondorian soldiers. Ranaleg, hello.
Have you come to aid us? This swamp is a place of horror.
This swamp is a place of horror, and there are too few of us that feel secure within it. But having you here will be a great help. Aradog planned to rejoin us shortly, but he has not yet arrived. Keep an eye on your surroundings as you adventure within the marsh. Dangers could lurk anywhere, in the water, up among the trees, within the twisted grasses. This is a foul place. The air smells foul and tastes worse. The creatures here don't seem to mind it. Indeed, they seem to lend them a curious strength. Test your mettle against them, and Linodar and I will meet you further south along the road. Alright, I guess so. Defeat foul creatures in Argonite. How do I know whether they are foul creatures or non-foul creatures? Like, are these plague flies foul? Or are they fair? Plague Slayer of Argonite. And defeated foul creatures. Well, it's a whole bunch of creatures, but I guess it only counts as one. Plagued direwolf. Alright, that doesn't sound good. An infected troll. Let's see what this does. Oh, oops. He carries the ring between his legs, apparently. So is this to kill trolls here? Ouch! Infected troll. While scouting the wilds of Argonite, you stumbled upon a diseased troll. You decide that it is for the best to prevent this dangerous beast from harming others. So I only had to kill one, right? Alright, fine. Pathfinder's silk cloak. Well, it gives me 2 more light. I suppose that never hurts. Right now I have Shadow of Mordor 4. It brings me down to Shadow of Mordor 3 because that gives me just enough to bring it up to 60 total. Unfortunately, this place has 90 shadow on it. Ugh. Now, where were we? Oh, plague rats. Well, I'm sure those are foul creatures. I think it's pretty much impossible to call a plague rat is anything but a foul creature. Well, let's deal with that. Okay, now a blight mushroom. Well, let's see what I can do against a mushroom. Alright, it considers a mushroom to be a creature. All creatures great and fungal. Alright, let's just take care of a few more of these and then find a couple others around here. I have found Lenadar, but I haven't found his friend yet.
We should never have come here.
We shouldn't have come. This place is not fit for good folk. It hates us, and will strive evermore until we are slain, and the marsh will never give back our bodies. It will jealously drag us down beneath the surface, and never let us go. Aradrog was slain by a terrible creature to the south, not far from here, and Reneleg is missing and nowhere to be found. I ran to my shame, but shameful or not, I am still here, and they are not. Can you search for Reneleg, at least? And maybe see if Aradrog survived his wound? I can't imagine that he did, but if there is a chance that he lives, we should not abandon him. My courage is spent. What good is a man of Gondor who runs from peril? And yet, there is peril all around us in this horrible swamp. Well, considering what's around here, I can't blame them all that much. Now, let's see if I can find them. I found Aradrog, and it doesn't look like he's alive. He succumbed to his wounds and is dead. Did the wolf have it? Most likely the wolf was saying, "Ooh, a meal!" Whether the meal was the hobbit or the slain man, I don't know. Now let's see if we can find Reneleg. I see something up ahead. Perhaps it is? What's a sword doing down here? Oh! It's an orc! Did he have something to do with it? So it's not Reneleg. Oh, another rat too. Alright, what do you have here? Infected orcs. 5 of them. Well, now 4 of them. Now let's see about this sword. A standing sword. Reneleg is gone, but his sword remains, sticking straight up in the mud. Did the sword fall from Reneleg's hand as he was borne aloft? No idea. Suppose maybe someday we'll find out? Oh, a boar. Well then, I haven't found any infected boars yet, so let's take care of that one. We need a sample of all of them, right? I found the body from one of them, and I just found the sword of the other.
I cannot stay here. We have to go back to the gate.
I'm not surprised to hear that Aradrog was dead, for the creatures that attacked him were terrible, rotting things. I can still hear the awful cry echoing in my head. But what about Reneleg? You only found a sword, but no sign of the man himself? I can't stay here, Pineleaf. I can't abide this swamp for a single moment longer. I did not think myself a coward, but who could remain in this land and keep his wits? Let the shame follow me back to Gondor. I care not. At the last, I will keep my life. Please, let me go back to the gate, Pineleaf. I cannot bear to go alone. All right, fine. I will go with you back to Mithrandir. Well, that was a wretched place.
What did you learn of Argonite? Are the rumors true?
Many are the explorers who have returned from that land shaken, robbed of their courage. I am made uncomfortable by your description of these beasts, Pineleaf. That they suffer from some malady is clear, but there are 1 or 2 points about which I desire clarification. Something affects the creatures within Argonite, and it has no natural rot. It lurks in the air and the water of the land, a pestilence affecting the animals and the plants of the bloody gore. I must return to Minas Tirith to conduct my study, and I ask that you come with me. Well, anything to avoid
We must
staying
return to Minas Tirith.
the creatures that walk and agonize, and the vegetation that grows there suffers from a rotting disease. Worry has begun to gnaw at me concerning this disease. There are scrolls and tomes within Minas Tirith that may dispel my concerns. I hope that they do. I will need your help, Pineleaf. The wagon driver, Rothnor, prepares soon to leave. He will bring you to the city with many others, and Shadowfax will bear me alongside. All right. I suppose so. So, are you ready to go, Eorson?
You and the wizard will be coming to the city as well?
Ah, this is most fortuitous, Pineleaf. All know that wizards are standoffish sorts that do not make friends easily. He will be glad to have you there as we travel to the city of the invaders. Ah, you must pardon me. Truly I am Eorzen the Blunderer. I should not speak ill of the city, for it is so tall, and only a small portion of it was damaged by the war. Only a third of it, yes? The battle would have had to last an hour or two more for the rest of it to have made the match. I await the ride to the city with interest, my new friend. You are right. You await a little journey to Minas Tirith, which is where we will start the next episode of Complete Pineleaf.